Greetings, my name is Matt McFarland, and I have an article in the newest edition of Canadian Musician. The article is entitled The Slide Bass Drum Technique, and it's a technique that I use to execute two bass drums back to back at a quick pace. I've been taking a lot of my drum students through it, and they've had some success, but I've found that they make more progress when they can see me do it in the lesson room visually. So with that, I thought it would be a great idea to include a video accompaniment to the article. Here it is. Step one of the slide bass drum technique is something called the downstroke. In the article, I've denoted it using a little letter V. So let's get into it. Part one of the downstroke is to put your entire foot on the bass pedal's footboard. Once you have that there, part two would be to slide your foot down the pedal 1/3. This 1/3 of the pedal allows you to slide up the pedal when you get to your next stroke. I call this area the sweet spot, as it's the area that is going to give you basically room to control the bass drum pedal as well as some area to slide up. So once you have your foot down 1/3 of the way the pedal, raise your heel up. You want about 2.5 to 5 centimeters between your heel and the floor. Students ask, can they have their heel higher? I recommend not. I generally call it, imitating a ballerina. You want it to feel natural. So again, 2.5 to 5 centimeters is pretty good. So once you have your foot in place for that, drop your entire leg to create the first stroke. It should look like this. Now, when you do that, your heel is going to go close to the floor. Students ask, should my heel touch the floor? Mine grazes the floor, but I'm not mashing my heel into the floor. It's not really that comfortable when you're wearing socks. The most important thing with this is you want the bass drum beater to rebound off the bass drum skin, allowing you to reload the pedal for the next hit. Part two of the slide bass drum technique is something that I've called the slide stroke. In the article, I've denoted it using a little greater than sign. So with your foot in place, toe down, heel up, slide your foot up the pedal, putting slight pressure on your toes. So it looks like this. Again, as with the downstroke, the most important thing is to allow the bass drum beater to rebound off the bass drum skin, in essence, reloading the pedal for the next hit. Once you've mastered both the downstroke and the slide stroke, it's important to master the motion combined. So you would want to practice down, slide, down, slide. I tell students, don't worry so much about learning the grooves that we're going to play. It's all about mastering the technique at this point. As with any new technique, you want to take things really slow and try to count out loud at first. Here's example one, slowly with the counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Here's example one at normal tempo. Here's example two, slowly with the counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Here's example two at normal tempo. Here's example three, slowly with the counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Here's example three at normal tempo. Here's example four. Students find this one difficult. This is the first example where you are having a slide and a hi-hat line up together. This is example four, slowly with the counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Here's example four at normal tempo. Here's example five, slowly with the counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Here's example 5 at normal tempo. Here's example 6. This starts to help students focus on getting the samba rhythm together. Number 6, at a slow tempo with the counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Example 6 at normal tempo. Example number 7. Example 7 and 8 are 2-bar grooves. These are really popular in punk rhythms as well as in thrash metal. Example number 7, slowly with the counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Example 7 at normal tempo. Example 8 with the counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Example 8 at normal tempo. I'd like to thank Canadian Musician. Be sure to check out the article in the magazine. This is Matt McFarland signing off. Till next time, don't give up.